We've all experienced them. Customer service nightmares. You know the ones. No one answered your email. They're ignoring your chat. And when you call, it starts with a long wait on hold. Then your call gets randomly assigned to an available agent, and you're forced to provide a bunch of information, stuff you've provided many times before. After the agent determines he can't help you, you're passed on to another agent, where you're asked, yet again, for information and details about your problem, details you just provided 5 minutes ago. You're upset. The agents are frustrated, and their manager has limited visibility into the inefficiencies that only seem to make your issue worse. Fortunately, there's a way to transform that nightmare into a pleasant experience for your customers with a contact center solution for IP Office, a blended multi-channel solution. Your customers don't even have to start with a phone call, but if they do, they are instantly identified by their caller ID, enabling automated routing to either the agent they spoke with last time or the right agent based on skill level and even preferred language. Your agent is shown each customer's complete account information and history as they're taking the call. And if customers are transferred between agents, all their information moves seamlessly with them, even if they move between channels. Contact Center Solutions for IP Office also come with full call recording and reporting capabilities, so managers can immediately identify overloaded agents and groups and rebalance call loads to avoid delays. Managers can also listen in on calls or join them to provide additional help. Contact Center Solutions for IP Office help you solve customer problems on the first call. And that not only increases customer satisfaction, but helps turn your customers into loyal advocates for your business. Check us out on the web to find out even more about how Avaya Contact Center Solutions for IP Office can help you create superior customer experiences, one great interaction at a time.
Avaya Contact Center Select is a contact center solution providing you with fully integrated multi-channel capabilities with telephony, email, web chat, fax, and SMS. Every agent has a simple yet powerful user interface to control each of the different channels simultaneously. The agent desktop is divided into multiple areas and includes a menu bar, an information and details pane, and a workspace. Agent status can easily be changed, such as log on, log off, and after-call work with reason codes. Each reason code can signify activities that can all be reported on, such as research, break, and lunch. The menu bar provides fast, one-click access to many of an agent's most utilized functions, such as viewing a contact's details, notifying their supervisor, or accessing their call history. The menu bar also provides the agents with the ability to quickly initiate an email transaction or an outbound call. Agents also have visibility of their location's details, allowing access to contact center details such as available agents and how many interactions are taking place or are in queue. An agent can be working on up to 5 active transactions at any one time, seamlessly blending an agent's time between all of the channels, in this case, voice, email, and web chat. Answering an incoming voice call is table stakes for agents, and Avaya Contact Center Select offers intuitive, easy access to telephony controls. When an incoming call is received, the agent is notified at the top of the screen. Once the call is answered, the customer's information from the CRM, in this case Sugar CRM, is displayed. For the duration of the call, the agent has immediate access to some of the most utilized telephony functions, such as placing the caller on hold, transferring, or ending the call. This agent is going to conference this caller with another party. It could be internal or an external call. The caller is placed on hold when the agent clicks on the conference button. The agent chooses to directly enter the number of the party they wish to invite to the call. After entering the number and connecting the other party, the agent simply clicks the Complete Conference button to join the two parties. When the call is complete, the agent clicks on the Release button to hang up and end the call. Blending outbound campaigns with incoming calls significantly improves agent productivity and can transform a service center to a revenue-generating business unit. When a campaign is active and a call needs to be made, Avaya Contact Center Select watches agent status and sends a notification of an outgoing call whenever an agent becomes available and enters a ready state. In this example, the Avaya Contact Center Select solution has queued up the next outbound call and waits for the agent to initiate the call by clicking the Accept button. Once the agent accepted, a countdown timer starts, letting the agent know when the number will be dialed. Customer information is presented to the screen, providing vital details to the agent before the call is dialed, and the campaign script is displayed on screen to prompt the agent with the correct and appropriate questions. The agent walks the customer through the script with the appropriate response. When all responses have been logged, the agent hangs up and clicks the Call Summary button to record this call's final disposition, in this case, complete. Clicking the Close button places the agent in a ready state for an inbound call, or if time permits, another outbound call. These days, customers want to choose the way they conduct business. Opting for convenience, many customers will choose to contact via email. Anytime a customer contacts by email, Avaya Contact Center Select will automatically send a response to let your customer know their email was received. From the business side, an agent is alerted to the incoming email transaction. Clicking on the email icon will open and accept the customer's email. Once the email has opened, the agent can read the email. The agent can either reply to the email directly or, to speed the operation, can choose a reply from a list of recommended suggestions. In this case, the agent will inform the customer that they are unable to provide medical advice via email and direct the customer to a number that is specially equipped for this type of inquiry. After the email is sent, the agent can update the email with any closing notes that are pertinent to this transaction. Moments later, the customer receives the email response with the information they need. If a customer has a quick question they'd like answered, they may choose to initiate a web chat for faster service. This customer is choosing to chat with an agent about a billing question. After logging in, the customer chooses to chat with a live agent. On the business end, the agent is notified of the incoming chat request with an alert at the top of the screen. The agent clicks on the web chat icon and is immediately taken into the chat session. The customer is notified that a live agent has joined the session. The customer and agents are now able to chat about the issue at hand. Agents have a number of formatting options at their disposal to help enrich the customer's experience, such as inserting a link, formatting the text, or running a spell check to ensure a quality response. After the session has ended, the agent is able to attach any closing notes they feel is relevant to this customer's interaction. With Avaya Contact Center Select, agents can handle up to 5 different channels and transactions at the same time. Agents can engage in a phone conversation while dealing with email, web chat, and fax, and SMS simultaneously, improving productivity and customer satisfaction. This agent is on a voice call when the screen displays a notification of an incoming web chat. By clicking on the web chat icon, the web chat is displayed. While addressing the web chat, the agent is notified of an incoming email. The agent clicks on the email icon to open the email. Avaya Contact Center Select offers the ability to provide canned email responses to agents, helping to speed along responses to commonly asked questions or situations. Once the email has been responded to and closed, the agent is free to return to the web chat. After replying, the agent can release the chat interaction and go back to the phone call. The Avaya Contact Center Select Outbound Campaign Manager tool lets businesses set up and manage outbound campaigns, blending agents' time between outbound and inbound calls, maximizing productivity and creating upsell opportunities. In order to manage a campaign, an agent script first needs to be created by clicking on the Agent Script button. A new agent script can be created from scratch or using the settings from an existing script. Here, the supervisor chooses to create a new script based on an existing one. From the existing agent scripts dialog box, the template script is selected. The supervisor is able to modify the script by adding or removing questions, changing the introduction, and modifying the conclusion. New questions are added by typing directly into the questions field in next available line. Allowed answers are entered into the appropriate field, with each acceptable response being separated by a comma. In this example, the supervisor chooses for the answers to be displayed with a checklist box. The new script can also be previewed using the Preview Script button, showing the supervisor exactly how the agent will see the new campaign. Enter the script name and click the Save Script button to save this new script. Create a new campaign by clicking the Create and Append button. As with the agent scripts, a new campaign can either be created from scratch or by using an existing campaign. In this case, the supervisor will create a new campaign by using an existing campaign as a template. Once the campaign opens, a new campaign name is entered into the Campaign Details area. New campaigns can start immediately, or as illustrated here, at a specified date and time. Choose the agent script to be used in this campaign by selecting the scripts from the Agent Desktop Script drop-down menu. The dialer mode settings determine how the outbound calls are initiated. The agent can manually trigger the dialing after viewing the details. The number can be auto-dialed immediately once the agent's line is cleared, or the number can be auto-dialed after a predetermined amount of time. This is the most agent-friendly method. The numbers to dial are input on the Call Settings tab. The supervisor can choose to import the call data from a text file, ODBC, or an existing campaign. Numbers can also be input manually, as is the case in this example. After choosing the call data, select the skill sets necessary for this campaign by clicking on the Skill Set Assignment tab and matching the appropriate skill sets to the call data. Here, the supervisor selects a skill set and associates it to a phone number. After matching skill sets, importing or creating the call data and finalizing all settings, the campaign can be reviewed on the Campaign Activation tab before creating the new campaign. Campaign progress and results can be checked anytime by clicking on the Progress and Results button. The Progress and Results screen provides a visual representation and a graphical history for any campaigns that are in the Avaya Contact Center Select system. Administration of Avaya Contact Center Select is simple and straightforward. The administration interface is a web-based application, making it remotely accessible. From the Launchpad, the administrator has many administrative options, such as contact center management, assignment of agents, and skill-based routing, access to real-time and historical reporting, recording of new voice prompts, system configuration, scripting for agent transactions such as inbound or outbound calls, emergency help options and setup, set up outbound campaigns, access to multi-channel capabilities. In this example, the supervisor is going to choose Contact Center Management to view some of the agents. After selecting a group, the supervisor is presented with a list of assigned agents. The supervisor chooses one and right-clicks the selected agent to view their skill sets. We see this agent is assigned 4 skill sets: email, outbound, web communications, and voice. This supervisor is going to assign another skill set to this agent by clicking on Assign Skill Sets. A search for skill sets can be performed using the search box provided. Once the appropriate skill set has been determined, assign it by selecting a priority from the Priority drop-down. Historical reports are important to administrators and supervisors as they help in planning for future needs, provide excellent metrics on a location's performance as a whole, and also capture data on an individual agent's tasks. Avaya Contact Center Select offers anytime access to run historical reports through the web-based administrative application available to both administrators and supervisors. From the Launchpad, the supervisor chooses Historical Reporting. This supervisor chooses the contact center server and locates the reports they're looking for, in this case, Contacts by Agent. After choosing a name for this report, the supervisor selects an agent to run the report on. A time period is selected by entering all relevant data under Data Range. Selecting a schedule will run this report, reoccurring at a selected date and time. Output options determine how the supervisor would like to have this report delivered to them. In this case, the supervisor is choosing to have the report saved as an Excel file called Easy Demo, and is choosing to be notified when this report is ready to be viewed by entering their email address. Supervisors can also elect to view the report immediately by selecting Run Now to display the report on screen. If desired, the supervisor can also export this report as an Excel, PDF, or Word document. Here, the supervisor chooses to create an Excel spreadsheet, which can be saved to a folder. Real-time reports provides the current snapshot of a contact center activity across the business to a supervisor, giving them up-to-the-second insight of any potential issues that may be arising. From the Launchpad, the supervisor selects Real-time Reporting. Looking to display the reports as a graphical data, the supervisor chooses Contact Center Status under Public Graphical Displays. The supervisor customizes what information to display and saves the changes by clicking Submit. To view the display, the supervisor clicks the Launch button. The real-time data is displayed on the screen. The supervisor can now drill down into a logged-on agent and view details about them, such as their assigned skill sets. From this view, the supervisor has the ability to change an agent's state by clicking on the agent's Change State icon. A reason code has been selected for changing the agent's state to Not Ready, which will now of course be reported against that agent.